And we're back, everybody, and we're starting Chapter 3 today. And I'm playing as Whitebeard, who is considered this...
as Luffy.
Indeed. Whitebeard is considered the strongest pirate in the world. And that means I should be able to kick all kinds of ass without little problem.
Yep, and I'm just using Luffy because I bought all the DLC that's been released so far.
And I stole it.
But we're in Sabaody today, which is actually an arc that I can't wait for you to get into in the anime.
Yes, since the last time we recorded this, I actually started watching One Piece.
No, last time we recorded you were watching it, but you were still in like Arlong.
No, not when we were recording.
Yeah. Yeah, I promise you, I've listened back to the commentary. I think I know these things.
Oh. Well, fuck it. It's been a while. What can I tell you?
You've gotten far in One Piece, though.
Yeah, I'm now in Skypiea, which I'm having a lot of fun, enjoying that.
You want to give your thoughts on the whole Alabasta Baroque Works saga? Real fast?
The ending was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I don't say that lightly either. You know, that was just masterful in the pacing and just the visual, the score especially, really hit home with me. Dvorak's New World Symphony, Movement 4. Just a beautiful piece of music.
For a pretty awesome scene.
And the scene just fit it perfectly. And a lot of good symbolism too, like with the rain falling immediately after. Just, it was awesome. But enough about that. Matt, fill us in right now as to the story, what's going on here.
Alright, so now that Blackbeard and friends have made their presence known in this original story here, Blackbeard now controls the dials and all of the people who are affected by them. So essentially, he can control just about anyone. And he sent them all basically to try and track our group down and get rid of us because we're the biggest threat to him.
Yep.
And that's why we're having to save Corona and Chopper.
And I just got to where you are.
Yep. But you'll see that I am wearing as I was talking about the DLC outfit. It's actually from the newest One Piece movie. It's Luffy's Decisive Battle with Z outfit. And I know you haven't watched the movies yet, but let me tell you this. The film Z is a masterpiece, and is considered as such from just about even non-One Piece fans. Because like Strong World, the story and enemy designs were done by Oda himself.
Nice.
And you can always tell when, like you're saying with like Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, it's on a whole new level when they actually get the manga creator involved with the movies.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Now, I guess while we're here... Oh, wait, no. What?
It's your favorite villain.
He's back! Eneru. And the point I am in the anime, too, they make him almost like a fucking slasher villain. Like, it's almost downright scary how he approaches everybody.
He's a badass dude. And just like we talked about Arlong before, the game doesn't really show that right.
Yeah, after watching the anime, there are a lot of villains here that just are not represented well.
I think it's mostly because they stuck them in supportive roles instead of actual villainous roles.
Yeah, Arlong is one character that really comes to mind. Eneru is another character that comes to mind. Even Crocodile, to an extent, as we'll see later, comes to mind.
Yeah.
You know, some of these characters just... The only character so far that I've seen that seems to have any kind of legitimacy as the villain is Blackbeard. You know?
Right. Oh boy, CP9.
Yes, the furry convention.
Oh, come on.
Are they not?
No, they're Zoan types like Chopper.
The furry convention.
No. It's
Yes,
no. Stop.
Anyway, I'm just destroying Eneru.
I'm just destroying CP9.
I just did my level 2 super, and it took 3/4 of his health. And Eneru just left. Scared of me.
He's actually scared of me showing up and fucking his day up. He's lucky I've destroyed CP9 instead.
Well, I guess while we're here, we can talk about Whitebeard, I guess.
Yeah, I think you've seen him once, but you haven't seen his abilities.
Yeah, and since I'm using him right now, I guess we can kind of talk about him. I haven't seen him in the actual anime yet, but he has, I guess, the Tremor fruit.
Yes, he does. It makes him really broken.
Yeah, it's considered like the most powerful.
Yep, when it comes to just brute strength.
One of my favorite Whitebeard moves is actually his Heaven and Earth Shaker, his level 2 super move.
AKA Blackbeard's level 1.
Well, on the double
yeah.
ability of Blackbeard. But, that thing just wrecks stuff up.
It's actually a move he uses, too, in the anime. It almost flips the entire island upside down. But basically, Whitebeard is powerful enough, even though he's like 70-something years old. He was able to, using his Devil Fruit, he was able to punch the air and crack the world enough to the point where he could just casually summon tsunamis.
Yeah, they even have a bit of that whole punching the air thing in this game. If you hold R2 Whitebeard, he will set his arm up and then, you know, proceed to punch the air.
Yep, and it's always pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Although if you hold it all the way, he will eventually let go. Oh, hey, Eneru. Oh, you got your full health back? That's okay, because you're about to die. Yeah, he's almost dead.
Nice. And it should be noted that even though I didn't announce this or anything prior to recording, we're actually live streaming this on Twitch TV in the commentary-free version. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's something if you want to go watch it.
Yep,
now, Eneru ran away again because he's a little bitch. I guess you could talk more about Whitebeard. What kind of hockey does he have?
He does have the Conqueror's hockey, which means he's able to control all 3 types in total. And yeah, once again, to try and avoid important spoilers too much, but actually, Eneru is one of the first characters we encountered that has hockey. He just doesn't know it's hockey and calls it mantra.
Ah.
And it's the ability, it's that pre-cognitive style hockey.
Really?
Yes.
So that means his minions have it too then.
Yes. It's one of the 2 types that anyone can have.
Nice.
The armored hockey and the mantra are ones that everyone on the planet in One Piece has the ability to awaken if it just happens to, you know, open up that way. Or they can be trained to awaken it as well.
So hockey is not just a basic power-up. It's not like going Super Saiyan or anything.
No, it's not. No. It's something everyone has. It's basically like how... it's like your will, like, you know, your will, belief in yourself and others and all that Shonen Jump nonsense.
Now, we're watching this cutscene here, and this is the introduction of Kuma.
Who's a very awesome character in his own right. But you won't, he's actually one of the 7 warlords of the sea as well, and he's a cyborg. like someone else we know. But he's just not quite as super.
Indeed. I guess we can kind of talk about him too for a minute, like his story.
Alright, so due to agreements with the world government, Kuma will be turned into a complete robot. He'll lose all of his personality, and basically the government will have control over him and everything that he does. He has the Paw fruit, so he can do things involving, well, paws. And that includes being able to take out someone's pain from their body and turn it into like this giant orb of brutality and pain and suffering. And he does that at one point in the series. He also has the ability to, if he touches you with his paw, like directly touches you, he can send you flying to a location for, you'll still be flying for 3 days, and you'll land in that location and, well, you're stuck there.
Wow. So definitely not somebody
it's part of his moveset too. If you use them, you can hit somebody with them and they'll fly off the screen, but they'll just land right in front of you on the ground again.
But definitely not the kind of character you want to mess with.
No, and the Straw Hats do learn that the hard way, but once again, for spoilers, I won't go into details on that.
Where's Enner? We should be fighting him again soon enough.
Yep, Kuma's withdrawn to go find him. We control this map, though.
Yes, we have taken every base. And there is Enero, which means it's time to go and get him. I guess we can kind of talk about how Blackbeard or Whitebeard plays real quick. He's a big powerhouse, but he's slow. He's the kind of character that, you know, you might not necessarily be in the advantage using him like you think you might be. Because, let's say something bad is happening on the other side of the map, you know, and you're like way far away. You might not be able to make it in time if it's something that you absolutely need to make sure you need to do in order to win the game.
But once again, that's all dependent on the player as well, and if you actually decide to go after them immediately.
Yeah.
If you just let them kind of go, there's a chance. You're kind of like making, he's slow, but he's not as slow as you're kind of making it seem. But
no, he's not as slow as other characters, but it is something that you do need to be aware of.
Yeah.
He's not as slow as Jinbei, but it's still something that you should be aware of.
Yeah, but since we have driven back Eneru, we have beaten this level.
Indeed, and I got a rating of CSS.
So I got BSS, I think.
But that's gonna do it for this part. Next time we will go after Chapter 3-2. Until then, take care.
海賊の王者は一人で十分だ